If you've ever seen a owl hunt before, you realize that how exceptional of a predator it actually is. And that is got to do with many things, but let's just look at one thing: its ability to focus on the target. Once it locks its eyes onto a mouse, the mouse will never leave its sights. Literally will never leave its sights until it gets devoured or it escapes into the bushes or something. And that's because the owl's eyes cannot move. If you've seen a documentary, the owl literally stares into your soul. That's not because it wants to, but because it literally cannot move its eyes, and that helps it focus intensely onto its targets. Humans, however, are also hunter gatherers, but we do not have this ability to focus on only one thing at a time. We are constantly being bombarded by information from our five senses. Like the sunlight is kind of hot right now, the temperature receptors on my skin, I'm a little bit sweaty, my nose is congested, there's the cars in the highway making sounds, there's people up there doing construction making sounds. Everything is bombarding me, but yet I am somehow able to still focus on, almost focus on recording this video. And that has got to do with this thing that our ancestors came up with called attention. And along with attention, gave birth to many other things like social hierarchies, marketing, attention seekers. And in this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I understand attention that has allowed me to leverage it to increase my social status, to increase my reputation and credibility, mistakes, devastating mistakes that you must learn to avoid when using this law. And also how I learned 10 times, 20 times quicker than I usually can normally. With that, welcome to Law 6, caught attention at all costs. Now, I like to think of attention as like a spotlight on a pitch black stage. Now, it always starts out dark. And when the light comes shining onto the superstar, onto the main character, everything else is invisible. Nothing else exists anymore except for the person underneath the spotlight, the person receiving the attention. And it's as though like those people, there could be thousands of other people on stage, but it's almost like they never existed. It's almost like they never existed because everybody's attention is on the person with the spotlight. You can be the world's fastest man or the world's most beautiful woman, but as long as nobody sees it, nobody pays attention to you, then you are you're invisible. You are just one of the shadows in the pitch black stage, which is why we have certificates to show that people have seen you accomplish X or Y before, to metaphorically shine a spotlight onto you. I may have noticed another way to get a spotlight, metaphorically get a spotlight onto you, but very few people are doing this, and I believe it's a much better way of doing it. So let's say Nat Geo is hiring, and there's two applicants that went for this job. We have person A with 21.6 million subscribers on YouTube that does animal handling, and there's person B who is a fresh graduate with zero experience, but he has a degree. Which one would you hire if you're Nat Geo? If you're paying the same price, well, no shit, you go for the guy with 21 million subs, right? You know why? Because he has a reputation. He has a lot of people watching him. He has attention. And social media followers nowadays is literally one of the best ways to get credibility, to show off that you're getting attention doing the field that you are doing in. You My English stopped working there. You are an expert in the field that you are doing in because people are paying attention to you. And you may think that that was a hypothetical example, but let me tell you something. You know the guy, we've all seen his YouTube channel before, Brave Wilderness. Yes, Brave Wilderness, the guy Coyote Peterson, he actually does not have any formal training in animal handling or in any biological or medical science fields. But yet he is still amassed quite a fair bit of an audience, and obviously we see him as some sort of authority figure in the space. Well, that's because entirely, even if you just look at his channel, before you look at any of the videos, just look at his channel page, you see 21.6 million subscribers. You'll be thinking, this guy's an expert. All because his credibility is so high, merely because he has attention. Now, this is no hate towards the guy. I absolutely love him. I watched him since I was like 10 years old. Up to this point, I'm 19 years old now, and I still watch his videos from time to time. So the king of stings, I got zero disrespect towards you. I love you, in fact. Anyways, we all know that there's this dude in your secondary school that has like 1,000 followers for no apparent reason. You just streamed into your new secondary school. You know, back in those days, right? You streamed into your new secondary school. Instagram was a relatively new thing, but you'd see that there's one kid who has maybe like 600 to 1,000 followers, and you're like, holy shit. And within a few months, you see like he's part of the cool kids club. He's part of the cool kids club. Yeah, you don't even know anything about him, but automatically you'd put him on like a high, on a pedestal. You'd see him as that higher of social status. He has higher social status than the rest of us with 50 followers, with 100 followers. You may think, oh, that's shallow. You can use your what did I use the word here? Yeah, you can use your shallow juvenile human brain saying that with maybe just 100 years of evolution saying, oh, this is wrong, this we are being shallow by judging that. Yes, we are being shallow by judging that, but that is what our brains have evolved through hundreds of thousands of years of evolution to immediately assume that the person with more followers, the one who's getting more attention, is higher social status than the rest of everybody else. I hope that my face is like not black. I actually cannot see my screen though. I'm kind of scared. So yeah, we automatically assume that the people with higher social status, we automatically assume that the people with more followers are just of higher social status. That's just the way that we've evolved. And if I can come up with an explanation why, I kind of have an explanation in my mind, but it's not that clear. And if I yap on about the explanation, you're going to click off the video. So I will not explain. Once it's more developed in my brain, then I'll explain it to you. Okay. And lastly, this is the last one: how to learn faster. But before I tell you how to learn faster, I want to clarify that I know I've been using social media as an example a lot. Like the Brave Wilderness one, Coyote Peterson, and the random kid in your class that has 1,000 followers on Instagram. That's because I personally grew up in the time of social media, and this I feel is the best way I can assimilate my knowledge into your brains is through these kind of analogies. Yeah, I know I'm just some Gen Z kid, so this is the best I can give you. I hope that this is enough. And you may also be thinking, well, then you're on social media so that you can get attention and probably monetize and stuff. Anyways, you're not wrong. I would be lying if I'm saying that I'm on Instagram, I'm on social media and YouTube sheerly because of pure intentions or wanting to share what I learn about human nature. It would be a lie if I tell you that. Of course, I want to do that. But another side of this coin of the reason of why I want to do this is because I also want people to see me as of higher social status. You know, the materialistic stuff that we call it nowadays. But if you do want to support me, at like if you can sense my genuinity, you can sense my transparency and genuinity. You can, smash the like button and shit like that. Smash the subscribe button. Yeah. Anyways, how to learn faster. In 2022, I started this sport known as calisthenics. It's the one where you do pull-ups, body weight exercises. And then I came across a few YouTube videos. I was learning a little bit. I was stuck at around 10 pull-ups for a few months, two, 4 months, 2 to 4 months, I think. And then towards the end of the year, I came across this community of people where they were all really good. Okay, not really good, but they were better than me at calisthenics. So I just started joining them more and more often. The Pongal guys. In Pongal, there's this calisthenics community, and I joined them for a few months. And about 3 months later, I learned how to back lever. I learned how to handstand. I learned how to do a front handspring. In just 3 months, I got three new skills. I mean, they were pretty average. Like, I wasn't really good at them, but the fact that I unlocked them in just 3 months after plateauing for another 3 months, you can see that shit. I hope it's not venomous or anything. But it's like, yeah, the fact that I had just progressed like that from from plateauing tells me that something changed. And what was it that changed? I was I was putting myself in a spotlight in front of other people who already knew how to do the stuff. So there were people who are in the community giving me comments. Okay, for your legs, you have to tighten your legs in a certain way, or your arms, you have to make sure that your arms are doing in this motion in order for you to be able to pull off that move properly.
Yes, you did. Yep. in the wrong axis again.
And but like, oh, I would not be getting these kind of information if I was not getting attention from these people. And further on, later in that year, 2023, because that was towards the end of 2022. So towards the start of 2023 and 2024, I started an Instagram account to to showcase my calisthenics progress. To okay, I'm not gonna lie, I also show off quite a fair bit. But with that showing off, I amassed an audience of about 600 people, followers, and every single day I'd be getting comments on. There's gonna be like the average ones are good job, keep it up, or cringe, stop doing it, you suck. But there's also gonna be those constructive comments saying, oh, for this you have to do X and Y. And okay, I don't know if this guy's good or not. I go check out his Instagram page and I realize, oh, he's actually pretty good. I'll listen to him. I would not be getting any of these constructive criticism if I was not getting any attention. I am boiling under the goddamn sun right now. But hey, it's all for the video. And within a few months of just getting that constructive criticism, my handstand improved from about inconsistent 10 seconds to about 30 seconds consistently now. I can control and walk around with it, like turn left and turn right. I am also able to do a 360. I can now do a side flip. I can do so many more things just because I've been getting attention from these people and I'm getting constructive criticism from them. So, with that said, if you want to learn way, way faster, join a community. Put yourself in a spot. Even if you join a community, don't be like the silent, the quiet kid in the corner. You're not gonna learn shit like that. You have to get attention onto yourself. Shake hands, ask around, talk to people, or if you're even more courageous and you don't mind showing your face on Instagram or some shit, go create a social media account showcasing the thing that you are doing. Do it not because you're showing off. That's just a lesson I've learned, side lesson, but do it more because of out of wholesomeness. Like right now, I've learned my lesson. I'm sharing the stuff I learned about human nature psychology from books. Don't be an attention seeker. Okay, if you are in polytechnic, you will know that there's this one girl in your class that's okay, maybe not in my class because I'm in engineering, but when you're in like business school or some shit, there's just one girl in the class who tries way too goddamn hard and puts way too much goddamn makeup. And it seems like okay, so what is the purpose of you doing that? You're gonna put on like 2 cm thick of makeup to go for a 3 hour long lesson and then head back. You know, and you get that weird ass feeling of like okay, but not okay. You know, go away. That kind of feeling. You get almost repulsed by the desperation, that sense of desperation. You know, you do not ever want to come across as desperate in any situation at all because it signals for bad. If they're that desperate for something, that person is going to backstab you. It's going to stab you in the back to get what they want, to get that thing. If they're that desperate, you know, it's an evolutionary thing as well. Okay, moving on. Take completely wholesome, completely free. If you want, you can subscribe to the channel. Also completely free. Other than that, I'm gonna go meet my friend in the gym right now. I'm not gonna work out because my nose, as you can tell, it's not really fantastic shape. And I shall see you next week for Law 7, which is something about get other people to do the work and always take the credit. Weird law. Anyways, cheers, bro. Oomph.